Hey there, welcome to blog.web6.org. In today's video, we are going to take a look quick at how menu or how navigation functionality works in WordPress. So let's get started. First, as you can see, I'm working with this demo blog, and as you can see, I have a normal pages here, and for some reason you might want to change the location or to change the order of the page in this menu navigation itself. So the first step is we go to log into our dashboard. So we are on our dashboard and hover on the appearance navigation here, and then you see the pop-up here, and then we select on menus. So click on menus. So you might have already created menu, but if you are new to WordPress, you won't see any menu created here. This is the default menu that created while you're installing WordPress, and your navigation will be automatically added here. But as you can see, but actually you can control this position and how you want to label or to put any NoFollow or open the link in a new tab, something like that. So we go back again to our menus here, and let's say now I want to create my new menu. So I'm going to name it my top nav menu, for example, and then here we're going to hit on create menu button. Now as long as I've saved the menu, you see that I have now manage location tab on the top, and also I have menu settings here. Notice that it depends on the theme you are currently using. Some of the theme have two navigation, some of the theme have just navigation, so you might not seeing this manage location tab, or you might see different settings to this menu settings here, because it uses 2014 the default theme of WordPress 3.9, the current version at the moment. So it really depends on your theme menu setting. So as you can see now, I have many options here, and what you can do is you go to pages. So as you can see, I have pages here, and you can click one of your recent pages here, or I would usually put on view all, so you can choose any of your pages that you've just added. So this is all of your pages, and you can even click on the search and search any menu, but I usually just view all and then select which pages you want to add menu. So let's say now I want to select all of these pages and then add to menu, and as you can see now it appears here in the menu structure sections. Also you can add links. For example, you want to link it to Google, so www.google.com, for example, and the link text, you want to put the text at Google, for example, and then add to menu. And sure enough, the Google link now it's on your menu structure. Also, you can do the same with the categories. So for example, view all categories, and you see that I have now 3 categories, and the happy category is actually the subcategory of the uncategorized. So let's select all and then add to menu, and now we have a lot of them. And if you scroll down, you can see the menu settings here. Auto add pages, it means that if you check on this checkbox, any post that you created later on, it will be added in this menu. So if you want, you can check this, but I also personally check this. So whenever I create new pages, I don't have to go to this menu options here and then add it manually here. So it will be automatically added. And theme location, it also depends on your theme, but 2014 supporting the top primary menu here on the top, and this one in the left sidebar. So if you want, you can set this menu to any position you like here between these two options, but for now we want to work with top primary navigation menu. So I'm going to check the theme location and then save menu. So now let's go to our blog and refresh it. As you can see, the theme now have or displaying the pages that we've just created also with Google. As you can see, here is the Google options or Google link. So if we go back to our menu options here, actually you can drag and drop and reposition the menu itself. So for example, for some reason you want the about page under the My Page sections. And also, as you can remember, the happy is actually the subcategory of uncategorized, and for some reason you want to put it happy as under the uncategorized. So we're going to do that by dragging and dropping. So if you notice, if I hover my mouse here, as you can see this drag icon there, it means that it's available to be dragged and dropped. So for example, I want my page to be sub-item of about, so I'm going just to drag it and drop it here. As you can see, these two menus are indented differently. And then also for the happy subcategory, I want to be sub-page of uncategorized. So I'm just going to drag it until it's indented, and then you see the square dot graphic there, and then when you drop it, it will be drop it here and then place it correctly. So if we almost forget, don't forget to click on Save Menu whenever you make changes. So when it says my top nav menu has been updated, you go to your front end and refresh it. And now, as you can see, we have arrow here on the button, means that it has sub item. And as you can see, my page is placed there. And also in the uncategorized category, we have happy category is also placed nicely there. Now we go back again, and as you notice, you can also drag many of page you like to be sub items from them. So for example, I want the sample page to be a sub item or sub page from my page, and then random I want to put it same like happy category. So uncategorized have two sub items there, and let's hit Save Menu button and then hit Save Changes. And then as you can see, now our menu has more cleaner appearance there. So if I go to About, my page has another sub item here on the menu. Also on uncategorized, it has two sub items there. So that's basically how to understanding the position, and it has a lot of features actually. So we go back to our menus again, and as you notice that we have now the next to the home, you can actually have custom and then this arrow button. It's the same as the page about page here. As you can see, we have a arrow button that we can toggle on and toggle off. Same with the Google, it says custom because we put it on custom, and uncategorized, it's actually category of your WordPress blog. And let's take a look on custom there. So for example, here if I collapse it, we can take a look at many things. As you can see here, we have URL. So this is the URL where the user will click there, and then the navigation label, it's called home because it says home. So if you check that, if you change that, sorry, for example, like my site, for example, and then hit Save Menu, when I refresh it, it says my site because we just changed the text. Also, with the collapse it back again, it has also the title attribute. The title attribute is actually when you hover it. So for example, now it said my site, and if I hover it, it doesn't say anything. And you can actually change the title attribute. For example, the title attribute is like, for example, go to my home page, for example, and then hit Save Menu. And then now we refresh it, and if I hover it, as you can see now, I see go to my home page yellow background thing when I hover in this particular menu. So that is what the title attribute is. So if you think that your users will be distracted, you can just delete it and leave it empty. Also Save Menu again. And let's take a look another one. So as you can see, here is you have move down one. For example, if I click on that, it will be moved under about page. So let's now click on down one, and as you can see now, it is moved under the about page because it was we click on down move. And also up one, if we click that, it will be moved back again on the top. So this is actually the navigation where you can move it, but I prefer dragging and drop it because it's easily. And also you can hit remove. So when you hit on remove button there and then save menu and click there again, and sure enough the menu is gone. So you can control it from here. Also about page and the but there is some special here for the pages, for example, also for the category. So let's go to the category. As you can see, the navigation label is the same, but as you notice, different with the about home page earlier, this has original and uncategorized. As you can remember, we have in the home menu before, we didn't have that options. This is just to make it easier that you can remember what is this menu. This is when you change the label. For example, you change the label no category name, for example, and then save changes, and then you go scrolling down again and collapse that, and you know that this no category name is actually linked to category called uncategorized. It goes the same with page. For example, the about page. Now if you change the label, you still know that the original menu is actually pointing to this about page. So it just helps you to track or to understand or to know where your page is to what menu. So that basically is the function of the original options here. Now the last one is that if you scroll up, you see that under your username toolbar area there on the top, you have screen options. So if we click on screen options, we have many options, more options here. So let's check all of this to see what it is. Collapse back again, and as you can see now we have post and we have text and format. You can actually add the menu, same with the pages and categories. You can add one of your posts or all of them, and you can move it here to the menu. Also same with the text and categories, format. So you can actually add anything here to your menu. So the next one is also the if we go to about page, so we collapse it. As you can see now we have open link in new tab options that we didn't have earlier. This is when you click so let's go now to the front end to understand it. So as you can see now I'm on the front end, and if I click on about page, as you can see this view is different now because we aligned it in about page, and it means that it will not open in a new tab. But if we go to our menu options here again and then check on open link in a new tab window or tab, and then save menu and then refresh it, we go to home again, and then now if I click on about, notice that I now have two tabs here. But when I click on about, as you can see, it opened the page in a new tab, and now I have three tabs here. So as you can see, I now can see my home page and also the about page in another tab. So let me close this first and then go back again to another options here what we have. So now for CSS classes, it says that it's optional. It's just basically for those who want to style the specific menu to be different than others. So let's call this CSS classes as about dash menu, and then now we're going to hit save menu, and if we refresh it, of course it will not change anything. But if we go back to appearance and then go to editor, I'm going to open it in a link in a new tab. So let's say now we editing 2014 child theme. So now we go to style.css and scroll down, and below this, let's say now I'm going to add the code as adding and then about menu tab style, closing the CSS. And then as you can remember, I go back to my menu again and check out what the classes is. So as you can remember, my CSS class was called about dash menu. So I'm going to copy this and go back to this CSS and paste it here, and but adding the dot sign here, it means class, and then opening brackets and closing brackets, and then between that I want to change the background, and I want red, for example, and then semicolon, and let's update file. Now it successfully updated, so we'll refresh it, and sure enough, now we have about tab menu is red, so it's different than others because we just add the style.css and put and style the CSS classes that only belong to this about page. So that's how to understand CSS class for the basic one. And for link relationship, it's actually when you want to put do follow or no follow things or friends or something like that. If you want that to be do follow, then you can leave it blank. So this is when I want to inspect it. For example, for the about page, I want to inspect element, and as you can see, it doesn't say anything here. So a target, and then open it into blank page about this page. So we're going to change it. Let's say now we want to put the link relationship for no follow, for example, and then hit save menu, and then now we refresh it, and then we inspect element again, and as you can see now it's changed the target underscore blank, and then it's added the rel no follow attribute for this link. This is useful, for example, if you want to link to external website. For example, now I'm linking to Google, that maybe you don't want Google to follow that link, then you can put it here in this link relationship. So that's how link relationship works here. So for the descriptions, it actually depends on the theme you are using. If this theme, you have theme that it will have a descriptions functionality, it will add another text under the Google text there. So 2014 doesn't have that functionality, but just for the tutorial purpose, we're just going to add some text, for example, about page, for example, and then hit save menu. So I'm going to refresh it, and it will not change anything because this theme doesn't support the menu descriptions. Actually, when it's supported, actually it will add the text under the about text there as the about page, about the text that it displayed on the description. So it will be added under the about text there. So yeah, actually that is, now we are done with the menu functionality in WordPress. And before I forgot, and then we go to manage location. We have that manage location tab that actually, if you use just one menu, for example, now top primary menu, we have my top nav menu, so you don't have to add a secondary menu in left sidebar. But now, as you can see, we have a secondary menu here in sidebar. So what we can do, if you want to add the menu here, so you can create new menu. So go to edit menu and then create new menu. So let's name it as left menu sidebar, for example, and then create menu. Now let's say now we want our post to be there, so just going to view all and select for example just randomly, and then add to menu. Same here, if you want to automatically add, so you can click that, but if you don't have to do that. But since I'm now using post, so I'm just to uncheck that. And the theme location, of course, we choose on secondary menu in the left sidebar, because as you can see, the top primary menu is currently set to the menu, the first menu that we've just created earlier. So I'm just going to click secondary menu and then save menu. And here on manage location, we're going to choose top primary menu for this, and the secondary menu is for this, because we've just checked the setting there. And then save changes, which actually doesn't bring anything because we just put it the same setting here, but you can choose it from here. So switch it back and forth from here, and then hit Save Changes. And then now if we go to refresh our blog, and sure enough, now we have this menu in the left sidebar, which is our post actually. So that's how we can understand menu functionality in WordPress this current version, so 3.9.1. Thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourself. Goodbye.